federal election. Casey, who was first elected in 1988, was shown the door.
I'm up to something right now.
After he voted Tuesday night
I'm across
against
from
a bill
the
to
Sussex
implement
RCMP
the
office.
budget.
Bill Casey's about to speak on Tom Young's radio show, and I'm heading to Bill Casey's office. He's coming across as a hero for everybody, and he's ignoring these obvious documents. Everybody's wondering what I'm up to. Well, the RCMP here in Sussex are well aware of my concerns, because I ran for a seat in Parliament in 2004 against Rob Moore, who's now Parliamentary Secretary for the Minister of Justice. Since that time, as you know, the Conservatives won the mandate. The reason I came home was because the Americans attempted to take me to Cuba in 2003 while I had 2 complaints in U.S. federal court. Anne McClellan, if anybody can see this, sent me a letter as soon as she became Minister of Public Safety. And there's her signature, and she admits knowledge of something happened November the 19th. That's when Ashcroft flew to Canada and talked to Wayne Easter. All that said, she suggests if I have concerns about my personal safety, she suggests that I give it to police that have jurisdiction over me. So while running for Parliament, I gave the RCMP evidence of many crimes. You can see that I have answered. I sent letters to Mueller of the FBI back in 2003. And I received answers from Florida, Jeb Bush's top cop, see the file number, U.S. Special Counsel in Washington, you see the file number. They talk about things in confidence. Anybody can have these documents. All they have to do is contact me by email, motomaniac_02186@yahoo.com, and I'll send them TIFF files. They can print these. You can see the Department of Homeland Security Inspector General gave me a complaint number, promised to investigate, did nothing. This fellow here, he's now governor of New York. The day after Ashcroft flew to Canada, on November 20th, Eliot Spitzer thanked me for my information. The same day he testified in Washington in the Senate Banking Committee. It goes on and on. There's many documents. Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Province of New Brunswick, the fellows that hired the RCMP. This is Bragg Green, when he was Minister of Justice and Attorney General, acknowledged there was a problem after the election and after he had me thrown from the legislature illegally. He promised to investigate. This is an interesting character. Senator George Allen, back in December of 2003, he wishes my wife and I luck. He acknowledges that Senator Kennedy knows everything. George Allen's signature, we all know what happened to him. Everybody ignores the U.S. Federal Code. Simply put, I'm a whistleblower. Many people are aware of this. See Dennis Kucinich, he's running for president again. Lynch, my wife's representative. John Edwards, there's his signature. He's running for president again. On my dead brother's birthday, he acknowledged there was a problem. All that said, everybody's wondering about the wiretap tapes. Here's one. There's a portion of 143 on the web anyone can download. Here's one nobody's heard. I have cases of them. A lot were stolen, I have a lot more. I serve upon everybody, including the blogger, Charles LeBlanc, lawyers, politicians, everybody, a tape of 139. There's a portion of 139 that can be heard on the web. Yesterday, my crooked brother-in-law, Norfolk County Deputy Sheriff, who I call Deputy Dog, Robert O'Mara, admitted to other portions of the tape that has been emailed to Bill Casey. On the radio right now,
it's amended, it's changed.
Is Bill Casey.
The words replaced are there in black and white.
He's talking to the yo-yo Tom Young. I served Bill Casey last year, and I'm going to take everybody to his office while I serve him a copy of wiretap tape number 139. I suspect by the time I get there, his office will be closed. I will give it to the RCMP in Amherst too. As I said, check my blog. You can download ports of the tape. The blog is davidamos.blogspot.com. davidhance.blogspot.com. That's all for now, but the RCMP in Sussex know everything. Sergeant De Winter, Sergeant Allen, Corporal Roger Gillis, Graham Milner, John De Winter, he's a bad one, Keith Livingston, Jimmy Gass, David Hansen, any number of RCMP officers have been torturing me over the years. Derek Daniels, he's a particular asshole. There's a lot of them in Sussex. Keith Livingston is one I hated. He died last year. But they got wiretap tapes, and Don Allen tells me they lost them. Well, we'll be arguing in court later. Right now, Bill Casey's being a hero, and he is the biggest crook of all, and he is my MP. Have a little listen.
And I just really appreciate it. It's just incredible. I mean, it's unbelievable. You pick up the Halifax Herald or go look at the...
I do every day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's amazing, the stuff in there. But as far as the constituency goes, it's just totally 100%. And more than I ever thought. I had no idea I was doing something incredible, because it just seems to me all I'm doing is asking the government to honor a contract.
You referred to the Chronicle Herald. There's one in about Casey's revolt leaves a mark. There's one in about his party or his principles,
yeah.
And on it goes. And you're just getting nothing but support from what I can see.
A nice cartoon in the Mountain paper. Anyway,
what is Bill Casey's future in federal politics?
I've never, I don't know. I'm just a member of Parliament. That's what I do. I don't have any great aspirations to be the country's leader or anything, and I haven't got the ability. I'm not that's not false humility. I know. But I like what I do. I like being a member of Parliament. I like helping people. I like affecting change, and a private member or a single member of Parliament can do some really good stuff. The year, or was it even this year? I think it was this spring. I had a private member's bill to help force or encourage the government to establish a registry of brain tumors. Something that started because the people in my riding with brain tumors, and there was no help and no records and no ability to track them and follow them and compare them and find out what the causes are. And I had a private member's bill in that has gone through. It's a legislative part of the legislature. It's done, and the Department of Health is implementing it as we speak. And I like doing that stuff.
Have the Liberals been knocking on your door?
Look, I made it really clear from the beginning that I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm quite comfortable here. It's great.
You think then that there is a place in federal politics in this country for independent members of Parliament?
Well, I think there is. I do think there is. Mind you, I've been here a long time, and I've sat in every corner of the House. I've had 5 prime ministers, or I've been under 5 prime ministers. I've had 8 leaders, and I've been in government and opposition, and I know my way around. And maybe that helps me. But I'm not afraid of what I'm doing. I'm not totally comfortable. I'm just confident that I can carry on.
Why do you think there's so little feedback coming